In this video, we're going to be talking about all the new things that the Hawkeye update brings to Marvel's Avengers on the 18th of March, which has just happened. So we have a new operation, we got a bunch of new stuff, so let's talk about it. Headlining this update is obviously Hawkeye himself, who is becoming a playable hero in the game that you can use, who's very, very similar to Kate Bishop. Honestly, I thought it was a Kate Bishop clone, and there's only like slight differences that kind of make them like, okay, they're not entirely the same, their abilities are quite different. Hawkeye is actually more of a support hero. I say that because his #1 support ability is actually better than Kamala Khan's kind of instant heal, because it's an AoE heal that keeps healing you in that area. It's just amazing. I mean, his #3 ability, his like heroic ability, is actually pretty damn cool. The rest of him, I mean, his intrinsic ability just seems a bit weird. I prefer the teleporting for Kate Bishop, but I mean, that's just me. What do you guys think? If you've played Hawkeye, how would you compare him to Kate Bishop? Let me know in the comments below. We also have a new operation story called Future Imperfect, which is basically a story following after the story we had for Kate Bishop, so it's just kind of like a continuation of that. Unfortunately, the story is quite fast. Like, it took me about 2 hours to just like do everything, and it's probably less than that. You'll spend most of your time actually watching cutscenes and probably loading times and everything than actually playing. But it is something nonetheless. It is a new story, operation story that you can play, some new missions, some new stuff to collect and play around with. I think the best part of the new operation is the new kind of map layout or environment that we have, the future wastelands, which actually looks pretty cool. It's basically like a huge wasteland area. It's very inspired from one of the existing maps in the game currently, obviously just turned into a huge wasteland where everything's destroyed. It looks like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 after that nuke went off, like if you remember that. And it was pretty fun playing in that new environment. The update also brings some new features to the game, such as campaign replay. So this is the ability to actually reset your campaign progress. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't mean actually replay your campaign. It actually just resets your progress from 100% to 0. So you have to complete the entire campaign again. You can't like swap again and be like, oh, I'm all done. You do get to keep all your heroes at their max levels and you keep all the inventories. You just have to play the story from the beginning and you can't really go to the end again. So yeah, so when you do this, make sure that you are like ready to play the game entirely, because you're kind of forced to 100% the entire game again. You can't just like go like, okay, cool, I just want to play this mission, I just want to play that mission. You have to play everything from start to finish again. That's how they did their campaign replay. It's a little weird, but I mean, at least there is an option to replay the campaign finally after all this time. Another cool feature that they've included is actually pretty damn cool. They have added customizable harm rooms. This is something that people have wanted since the beginning, including myself, because it's such a fun concept. You have a harm room where anything is possible, and they're like, okay, but you can only play these 5 certain ones, and you're like, what? What, dude? What? Why? So now we can actually kind of choose your enemies. You can choose what size they come in, what difficulty they be. By size, I mean like the group of enemies. Like, do you want like a small group of enemies? Do you want like a massive group of enemies where you're literally probably gonna suffer and die and just get your ass smacked all the time? You can also choose some hazards that are in the area, so like fire vents or like, you know, some poison gas, toxins and shit like that. You can experiment really nicely. You're also able to give yourself some buffs, like that you don't take any damage, or you always have your abilities available, or you actually take double damage, and like, you know, stuff like that. You can actually change the way you want to play. You can make a harm room and just go absolutely insane, become superhero mode. Like, that's what I was doing, and I was like, this is actually pretty cool. Like just coming in here and just wrecking and destroying enemies, like, that's dope. So this is a good thing that Marvel's Avengers have added. I actually really like this one. Now, they've also added a new type of enemy to the game, and this is so funny because it's inspired from like something like Diablo. Like, it's a cargo runner synthoid, which is basically a treasure hoarder. I want to say a treasure goblin, like inspired from Diablo, where basically when you find this enemy, he has like a big glowing sack. He kind of like glows in like his goldy yellow color, and when you kill him, he will drop a bunch of items, a bunch of resources and stuff that you can use. So you just basically kill him and he'll drop treasure, and he will try to run away the entire time. So literally a treasure goblin in Marvel's Avengers. So I mean, that's pretty funny, but it's cool too. And the final thing that I want to talk about is we have a new outfit that is free only until the 24th of March. And this is the Miss Marvel Night Galaxy outfit. You have to go to the marketplace. You'll see there it is purchasable for free. Like, you just have to go to the marketplace and you can buy it for free. Unfortunately, though, it pretty much looks like 20 of her other costumes. It looks like a simple recolor, nothing really too fancy. I heard Night Galaxy and I was like, this is gonna be epic, and I was like, oh, it's just a black robe kind of thing. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have to speak about in the Hawkeye Marvel's Avengers update that we just had. Let me know in the comments below, have you played through it yet? What do you guys think of Hawkeye? Do you think he's better than Kate Bishop? Do you think Kate Bishop is better than him? Do you hate both the heroes? Honestly, I love the swords on both of them. The sword combat is amazing. I don't really feel much for the bows. I feel like they really made the bows feel not enjoyable, in my opinion. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Thank you so much for watching.